Tasmania should raise taxes on mainlanders who buy up Tasmanian houses and price locals out of the market.
Yeah, let me be very specific about that, Mike, and thanks for the opportunity to do it. I don't in any way want to discourage mainlanders from moving to Tasmania. Sure. I mean, I think that's a good thing if they do, and I certainly wouldn't want to make it financially more difficult for anyone on the mainland who's thinking of making Tasmania their home to do that. What I was specifically suggesting was that mainlanders who buy properties here as investments, who in so doing drive up the price, because if they weren't prepared to pay a higher price than the local, they wouldn't be buying the property. Why shouldn't they pay a bit extra stamp duty or a bit extra land tax or both, in the same way that Tasmania, like other state governments, have in recent years imposed higher stamp duties and land taxes on foreign investors?
Yeah.
And, as I say, I certainly don't want to make Tasmanian pay higher taxes. I don't want to make mainlanders who are choosing to make Tasmania their home pay higher taxes. But if there are mainlanders who are just speculating on property prices here going up and who are in fact contributing to driving property prices up to the detriment of other Tasmanians who are desperately trying to buy a home for their own to live in, then why shouldn't they pay a bit more tax? It raises more revenue for the government, and from the government point of view, the people who it's raising extra revenue from don't vote in Tasmanian elections, so there are no votes to be lost. I mean, you get opposition to this from the real estate industry. And
Property Council of Tasmania, they've said it's risky and destructive.
Well, yeah, of course they would say that, wouldn't they, as Mandy Rice-Davey famously said. I mean, the property industry, and in particular real estate agents, make their money from a percentage of the turnover in property. In other words, the more transactions there are at higher prices, the more money they make by way of commission. So, you can understand why they don't want anything that would result either in prices not going up as much or not as many transactions taking place here. And someone famously said it's hard to get a man to understand something when his salary depends on him not understanding it. And that's something I always think of when
that's a great quote.
When I see people from the real estate industry saying that anything that might stop prices going up as quickly or anything that might reduce the number of transactions would cause the end of civilization as we know it.